Pollution is a problem that is getting worse and worse every day. The best example to know what is happening is the fusion of the glaciers.
The global warming is another problem to the environment. This started with the pollution of the factories in the Industrial Revolution, and when this happened, the world started to become more polluted than ever.
Do you know what the most polluted place on the earth is?
It is the Lake of Karachay in Russia. This lake receives toxic wastes of a nuclear station nearby every day.
Linfen, China. On the banks of Fen River in Shanxi province, the exploitation of the coal industry, legal and illegal mining, and automobile emissions became Linfen several years straight in the most polluted city in the world. Its air is full of coal burned, but this is not the only problem. Poverty and breach of environment factors generate some diseases like asthma or lung cancer, which affect and threaten the health of nearly 3 million persons.
This Russian city is one of the largest producers of nickel and palladium in the world. Plus, it also extracts copper, cobalt, platinum, and coal. It was founded in 1935 to be a camp labor in Siberia, but later became a city where nickel smelters are located. They have the direct responsibility for problems like high pollution and acid rain that has affected there. Here, mortality from respiratory diseases is much higher than in the rest of Russia.
As you saw, the world is a very polluted place. And now Joan is going to do an experiment to explain us what is going on with pollution and what will happen in the future if we continue like now.
To this experiment we need 3 eggs, 3 glasses, some water, the lemon juice with salt and white vinegar. The lemon juice with salt and the white vinegar represent the contaminants of our planet. The juice lemon with salt represent the medium grade of contamination, and the vinegar represent high pollution. However, the clean water represents an unpolluted environment. We have to submerge each egg in each glass and leave it for at least 1 hour. One glass has only got water, the other lemon juice, and the last one white vinegar, so we can see the different grades of pollution. Pass the time, see the changes of the egg, because these components of the substances begin to descale the eggshell, and it will start to come off. This experiment is to explain that if we continue polluting our planet, it will be destroyed, like these eggs.
As we are comparing different things, now we would like to compare Sant Feliu with another place like Australia.
Miquel is going to interview Ed, an Australian man that will tell us about their recycling policies.
Hi, today we are going to interview Edward, who is the husband of a teacher in the ESO. Hello Ed, since you lived in Australia and here in Spain, we are going to compare both countries. Here there are many ways to not pollute, but can you give me an example, to not pollute in Australia?
Well, in Australia, a very important thing, because everybody likes to have fancy cars, is keep all the cars modern. Keep the cars on gas, keep new cars, and reduce pollution through the emissions.
Okay. Here there is a method called door-to-door collection, and consists of collecting the different wastes in all the house with a truck. Is there something similar?
Yes, very similar, but not as good as we have here actually. In Australia, all the recycling, glass, paper, plastic, gets put in one bin, not in separates. And it gets collected every week or every 2 weeks, depending on where you live.
Okay. Since you have lived in both places, Could you tell me in what place is more important to not pollute?
That's a very difficult question. Australia has a lot less pollution, but they have a lot less people. So I would probably say that it is more important, our pollution controls here in Spain, because there are so many more people. But in Australia, they really need to do more because they are polluting a lot for such a small amount of people. They pollute a lot more than we do here.
Okay, so is this all?
Gerard is going to demonstrate the pollution that there's in the air with an experiment. In this experiment, we will see the differences between the pollution on the outside and the inside.
Well, now we are going to do an experiment. Oh, wait a moment, please. Remember, if you are in the laboratory, you must wear a lab coat like this. This is an experiment where you can check if the air of your area is polluted or not. This experiment is very simple and everybody can do it because the things that you need are very easy to get. First, you need 15 rubber bands. Then, you need 3 wire hangers for clothes. And then, you need a magnifying glass like this. First, you have to manipulate the hooks until they have a rectangular shape, like this. Then put 5 rubber bands in each hook. Then after that, hang one hook indoors and the other 2 outdoors. Take a look every day with a magnifier and keep track of what happens to the gummy over a week. It's a good idea to write down what happens day by day. Well, now it has passed a week and we are going to see the changes of the rubber bands. How you can see, the rubber bands that were inside aren't disintegrated. But if you watch the rubber bands that were outside, they are a little bit disintegrated. This means that the air of our area isn't very polluted.
All the FedEx schools do a project called Green School in order to obtain a certificate. A green school is a school that does some activities related to the 3R.
Recycle, reduce and reuse. Do you want to know more things about a green school?
All the FLAG schools are involved in 4 different projects: 2.0 School, Multilingual School, APS School, and Green School. Our school worked a lot to have a certificate that shows that we are a green school, and in 2 years they are going to revise our certificate. Now we are going to focus on Green School project. The children of the school do a lot of things to be a green school, like using breakfast boxes, working in allotment, the green manager, and recycling the paper of the classes. The children of first of primary do the paper recycling project. It consists of picking the paper of the bins around the school and weight all the paper that had been picked. This project started 5 years ago. When do you do this project?
Tuesday,
And how do you do it?
in groups.
This project is very important to recycle the paper and to be a green school.
So that's all, folks, and hope you enjoyed the video and help the environment and stop the pollution. So we would be proud if you do it and keep this nice background.